progress.
Yeah, very good afternoon, beta. How are you all? Doing good. So, if you remember in the last class, we were discussing about the chemical properties of phenols, beta. Good afternoon, beta. Good afternoon. See, are you getting both audio as well as screen properly, beta? Are you getting the audio as well as screen properly, beta? Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for the confirmation. Right. So, if everything fine, beta, let's get started with the class. As I already told you, okay, we were in the discussion of all right, we're discussing about what, beta? Chemical properties of alcohols. In the last class, if you remember, the last equation will continue with that chemical properties of phenols. Under that, we will see an important reaction called beta. The next reaction is called as okay, we call it as a Reimer-Tiemann reaction. What we call it as? We call it as a Reimer-Tiemann reaction. A Reimer-Tiemann reaction, we call it as. What is this Reimer-Tiemann reaction means? So what happens here? Again, here, phenols on reaction with. Okay, phenol on reaction with chloroform beta. Chloroform in presence of alcoholic KOH or NaOH. KOH or NaOH. Okay, followed by acid hydrolysis. Acid hydrolysis forms orthohydroxy benzaldehyde, which is commonly called salicylaldehyde. Okay. And the second we call beta phenol on reaction with carbon tetrachloride in presence of okay, what does it form? It forms salicylic acid. So if you look at the equation part, what happens here? This in presence of it will form let me give the equation first. I'll give the mechanism later. If I have to give the equation part, this is given as plus CHCl3. Okay, first in presence of NaOH, followed by what it gives a compound salicylic, right? Mechanism. See this beta base will elimination of what takes place leading to the formation of minus. So this is on removal minus will form. Okay, this fluorocarbon. So the dichlorocarbon is the intermediate. What does this? This reactive quality. Okay. So this is a deficient neutral electrophile beta. What is this? Neutral electrophile. So electrophile means what beta? This will attack your sodium oxide beta. So what happens? This bond goes and this bond goes. So we get this. Okay. What happens at this stage? Okay. This bond will be broken beta. It will shift here, and this bond goes here. So it will be converted into. It will be converted into. Okay. This particular the chloride will be replaced by the chlorine. What happens? And this OH. Okay. This will form. Followed by this form. This is called orthohydroxy dissolved benzenes. Right. If ortho position is occupied beta, if ortho position is occupied, the substitution takes place at para position. That is what you have to remember. One more reaction we have beta, that I told you. What is that? This phenol on reaction with what is this carbon tetrachloride in presence of either NaOH or KOH. This will be converted into followed by hydrolysis. Followed by hydrolysis, this will be converted into what beta? Salicylic acid. What do you call this as? Salicylic acid. Nothing but this is hydroxy benzoic acid, you call it as benzoic acid. Right. Okay. The mechanism will be similar beta. Here also what happens? Here also this carbon tetrachloride in presence of base, it will form dichlorocarbon beta. What does it form? It forms dichlorocarbon. It will form dichlorocarbon beta. Right? That will make attack on the mechanism will be similar, but both the mechanism will be similar. There only the difference is that okay, it will form carboxylic acid that will form carbon tetrachloride. Okay, so because of that reason, I'm not giving the mechanism for this. Mechanism will remain same. These two reactions are called as a mechanism is not important actually. So here you remember that both the reactions involves a dichlorocarbon intermediate. Okay, so these two reactions are called together as a okay. In simple way, what we can write beta phenol on reaction with direct way of writing the equation is that what I can directly write as a okay phenol on reaction with okay chloroform in presence of basic medium followed by hydrolysis. What does it form beta? It forms salicylaldehyde. Whereas this phenol on reaction with carbon tetrachloride in presence of base followed by hydrolysis, it will form. What does it form beta? It forms salicylic acid. What does it form? It forms a salicylic acid. Riemann-Tiemann reaction. What do you call it? Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Right? Is clear beta? Is that clear? Right. So after this, if I am talking about the reduction of phenol, reduction of phenol. Or before this, let me discuss one more reaction. Okay. One second. Reaction of phenol. Reaction of phenol with the phthalic anhydride. Phthalic anhydride. So this is also one of the aromatic substitution reaction only. Sort of what happens here. Okay. Phenol on reaction with phthalic anhydride. In presence of concentrated H2SO4. In presence of concentrated H2SO4 to form undergo coupling reaction to form okay phenolphthalein beta. What do you call to form phenolphthalein? We call as what do you call as phenolphthalein. Okay, which is used as an indicator for acid base titrations. The reaction. This is your phthalic anhydride. In concentrated H2SO4 salt, it was found for so the component forms in the sense. Right, it will form which is to call so it will basically give it it is colorless. If you look at the mechanism, what happens here, why we call it as a coupling reaction. If you look at the mechanism, what happens here, let me write the same compound. This is your phthalic anhydride you call it as. So here it will react with the 2 moles of phenol beta. What is this? This is your 2 moles of phenol. Okay, this will react with the 2 moles of phenol beta. In presence of acidic medium, what happens here? This removal of water molecule takes place. In presence of a concentrated H2SO4 to form, what does it form beta? It will form a compound something like this. This is only you call it as what compound it will form beta? It forms a so this is a resultant compound beta, which is you call okay phenolphthalein. This is your phthalic anhydride. And what about this beta? This is your phenol. So this is an indicator beta. Phenolphthalein okay is used as an indicator. For acid base titrations. That gives it is colorless acidic solution beta. Use pink solution, alkaline solution. Right. So this is another important reaction. They are called as coupling reaction. But what do you call them as? This is called coupling reaction. Coupling reaction of phenol beta. Coupling reaction of phenol. This is your first reaction. And in a similar manner, if I take another reaction, which is you called, okay, reaction with benzene diazonium chloride. This is also sort of coupling reaction. What happens here? Phenol on reaction with phenol undergo, okay, coupling reaction with the benzene diazonium chloride or benzene diazonium salts, okay, at a pH to 10 from corresponding coupling product, okay. What do you call it? This is you call it as para hydroxy azobenzene, you call it. Para hydroxy azobenzene, you call it as. Right? What does it happens here if you look at it? This is your phenol beta. This is your phenol, and this is your benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride at a pH should be from 9 to 10 beta, because phenol is slightly acidic in nature. So what happens beta? Here this will remove it. What happens this? So this bond will be given to this. Something like this will happen. What happens here? It will be converted into red. This is you call para hydroxy azobenzene, you call it. Right? So this is used as a particular dye beta, which is an orange color dye beta, which is an orange dye, orange or red dye, not orange, red color dye. What is mean by dye? It is used as a red dye, Okay, what is mean by dye? Substances that are used for applying color are known as dyes. Okay, so this is another reaction. And if you're talking about some other reactions of benzene beta, right, which is you call condensation of beta, condensation of phenol with formaldehyde. Condensation with formaldehyde. What does mean by this? Okay, phenol on reaction with phenol undergo condensation with formaldehyde to form mixture of ortho hydroxy methyl phenol and para hydroxy methyl phenol. Okay, which on further condensation forms a cross-linked polymer known as bacillite beta. Look at this, what happens? Phenol basic medium beta or an acidic medium, whatever you can take, acidic medium or basic medium you can take, either in presence of OH minus or H plus, it will form, okay, CH2OH plus, okay, CH2OH, right? Okay, these other reaction excess of all. So this, it will form, this is you call a polymer beta, cross-linked. Is a thermosetting. What is this beta? This is a thermosetting polymer used in the manufacture of, okay, electrical switches, okay, insulators, and if you are talking about the other reaction, which is you call, what do you call it? We'll see about the oxidation of phenol. Okay, so phenol will be oxidized beta. Okay, phenol turns pink or red beta, or even brown on exposure and light due to slow oxidation. This color changer, this color is due to formation of, quinone beta and hydroxyquinone, are basically quinone. It is because of the formation of quinone we can see. So what happens here? What happens if you look at it? So this phenol, this is your phenol beta, which is on oxidation and O2 and light beta, it will be converted into benzoquinone beta. Are you getting this? Okay, this is you call benzoquinone, you call. So this is on further with the phenol. What does it form in the sense? Because of this complex, it exhibits color beta. This is you call, okay, phenoquinone beta. This is you call phenoquinone. This is a red color complex beta. So basically what happens, phenol is a colorless compound when it is exposed to atmospheric air in presence of light, either that will attain a red color or pink color or brown color beta due to the surface oxidation. Okay, so there are some other oxidation of phenol beta. So phenol on oxidation by, if phenol is treated with, okay, either sodium, okay, dichromate in presence of H2SO4, or it can be beta chromyl chloride beta. This is you call chromyl chloride. It will be converted into benzoquinone. This will be converted into benzoquinone. What do you call it? This is you call benzoquinone you call. Okay, phenol on oxidation by phenol will be oxidized. Right, beta. Phenol will be oxidized by a particular compound K2S2O8 beta. This is potassium peroxysulfate beta. What is you call this as? This is you call potassium, okay, peroxy, okay, potassium peroxysulfate beta. So this will lead to the formation of a particular compound known as, this is you call beta, this is you call quinol beta. Phenol. This particular oxidation is called as, this is you call ELBS persulfate oxidation. This particular reaction is called as, what do you call it? ELBS persulfate reaction. Okay, so these are all the different oxidations of phenol beta. Okay, if you are talking about the reduction of phenol beta, reduction of phenol. If you are talking about the reduction of phenol, okay, what happens here? Phenol, if you are reducing it in presence of if the phenol is been reduced beta, hydrogenation in presence of nickel beta, it will be converted into cyclohexanol beta. What it will be converted into? It will be converted into cyclohexanol beta. This is your phenol beta, and this is your cyclohexanol. If the phenol is treated with zinc dust beta, what is this? Zinc dust. This is also sort of reduction beta, which will be converted into what? Benzene plus zinc oxide beta. This is your phenol. This is your zinc oxide. So these are all the different chemical reactions. These are all different chemical reactions of phenol beta. One important test is there beta to identify the phenol, which is called Lieberman nitroso test beta. What do you call it as? Or you call it as Lieberman nitroso reaction, or you call it as test. This is one of the identification tests for phenol beta. What happens here? Phenol on reaction with nitrous acid forms para-nitrosophenol. Okay, para-nitrosophenol. Okay, which is in presence of H2SO4, forms a green colored complex, okay, which is on hydrolysis changes to a red color, and this is in presence of, this is in alkali medium beta, alkaline medium, changes to blue color. The color change will be beta green, red, blue. So this particular test is called as a, what do you call beta? Lieberman nitroso test. What happens here? Whenever you are treating phenol beta, this is your phenol. Phenol on reaction with okay, nitrous acid. This is your nitrous acid. What is this? Nitrous acid you call it as. So what happens here? Elimination of water takes place. What happens here? Elimination of water takes place. That it will form a particular compound called OH. What does it form beta? And double bond it will form. Okay. So this particular compound rearranges. This particular compound, what happens beta? Here if you look at it. So it will rearrange into how it will rearrange in the sense. So if you look at it, where what happens? This bond comes here and this bond goes here. Okay, and what happens beta? This bond will be shifted here, and this bond will be converted here. This is you call tautomerization. By that, what happens? It will be converted into C double bond. Okay, double bond NOH. This hydrogen will be shifted from here to, from oxygen to nitrogen. It will be shifted. Okay, this is you call. Okay, this is in presence of. This will react with phenol further beta. This will react with phenol further. Okay, this particular compound will react with one more phenol further in presence of H2SO4 beta. What happens here? I know you guys might be getting little bit difficult about this. Why this much lengthy reaction I'm writing? So here what happens? This particular compound combines with further phenol in presence of H2SO4 beta. So again, elimination of water takes place. What does it form in the sense? It will form okay, a particular complex compound, something like this. HSO4 minus. This is your green color complex. This is a complex which gives green color. What is this beta? Green colored complex. What is this? This is you call. Okay. What do you call it? This is your green colored complex. Green colored complex, which is on hydrolysis. Beta. What does it form? It forms a red color complex. Something like this. Okay. So this is your red color complex. So which is in presence of alkali beta, which is in presence of alkali, NaOH. If you place, it will become, how does it become? Means Na plus O minus. So this is your blue color complex, which is your blue color complex. So whenever phenol is treated with nitric acid, what is Lieberman test beta? Phenol on reaction with HNO2. Okay, so forms what is this beta? Para nitroso phenol, which is in presence of H2SO4. What does it form beta? It forms a green color complex, which is on hydrolysis changes to what beta? Which is on hydrolysis changes to red color complex. Okay, which is in presence of alkali will changes to what beta? Will changes to blue color. So this is you can call it as GRB test. You can call it. What do you call it as? GRB test also you can call it as green, red, blue beta. If this sequence of color changes are observed, that indicate the presence of a phenol beta. This is an identification test as well as this is used as an identification test beta, as an identification test for a phenols beta. This is used as an identification test for phenols. And these are some of the important reactions beta. If you're talking about the tests of phenol, as I told you, this is also one of the important concepts I told you. Okay. Tests of phenol beta. How this phenol can be identified? Test of phenols. So the first test can be phenols can be identified beta. Okay. Phenols gives violet coloration with the neutral ferric chloride beta. This is a common identification test. Neutral ferric chloride. Second is that phenol on reaction with bromine water beta. Bromine water forms a white PPT beta. Forms a white PPT of 2,4,6 tribromo phenol beta. This is also used as one of the identification test. Okay. And this Lieberman nitroso test beta. I have already told you what is this Lieberman nitroso test. The above test beta, nitroso test. This is also an identification test beta. Okay. And one more is that phenol on reaction with phthalic anhydride forms phenolphthalein beta. Phenolphthalein. This is also used as an identification test. These are the identification tests of phenol. And if you are talking about the uses of phenol beta, phenol is having several uses beta. One of the uses that phenol is used as an antiseptic agent, that is the common antiseptic Dettol beta. Dettol is a phenol derivative. We are most familiar with Dettol beta, which is a phenol derivative. So this is a 2,4 dichloro 3,5 dimethyl phenol is known as Dettol beta. What is this? This is your phenol beta. Okay. At the second and fourth position, chlorine group will be there. At the third and fifth position, methyl group will be there. This is only commonly used as a Dettol beta, which is you are very familiar with. How this Dettol is used? Dettol is used as an antiseptic agent. Okay. And 0.2% of phenol is also used as antiseptic. Whereas 1% of phenol is used as disinfectant. It has antiseptic beta. Okay. Chemical compound that act against microorganisms that act or that kills, what we call it, that kills microorganisms, that kills microorganisms, that kills microorganisms and can be used on surface or called as antiseptic. This means by disinfectants. Disinfectants means these are the chemicals, microorganisms that kills not humans are called as infectants. These are the examples as I told you, 1% phenol. This is example of 1%. Example 0.2% phenol. Disinfectants basically used for the floor cleaning purpose as well as toilet cleaning purpose, but washrooms and toilet cleaning purpose. These are used. So this is one of the important use of phenol. And if I say the second use, okay, phenol is used in the manufacturing of phenol is used in the manufacture of dyes like okay, parahydroxyazobenzene, which is used as a red dye. Okay, phenol is used in the manufacturing of phenolphthalein. How it is used? This is used as an indicator. Phenol is used, phenol manufacturing, okay, aspirin beta. Aspirin is used as anti. Phenol is used in the manufacturing of paracetamol also. Okay, and phenol is used in the manufacturing of polymers like bakelite beta. Polymers like bakelite. So these are all some of the uses of phenol beta. I have discussed only the important uses. So this makes the completion of discussion about the phenol beta. Okay, 1 second. I've already copied the questions for objective discussion beta. Somebody have deleted it. When this notepad is changed, all those questions were actually removed. Let me discuss some of the objective questions from this particular topic. The objective questions of the corresponding topic is, I've already discussed them better. Actually, before the beginning of the class only, I've already copied them. I think during in between this time, somebody has changed this notepad, by which what happened, all the questions have been deleted. So let me copy them for the objective discussion. Hang out for 1 second better. Quickly, I'll copy them. Please wait for 2 minutes better. Okay. Before the beginning of the class only, I've copied all the questions, but I don't know. The page has been deleted. So I won't take much time, only 2 minutes for copying it. Okay, but once again, these are the questions from topic of phenol also. Okay. Beta, can you see this PDF? Beta, can you see this PDF? Are you able to see the PDF? Beta? Yeah, no problem. So if you look at here, let me go through the exercise number. What is this beta? This is your exercise number. What is this beta? 1.3 beta. Look at the questions, some of the questions. Properties of the phenol. These are the questions of the properties of the phenol. Which of the following is most acidic? Beta? Which of the following is most acidic? So this is your phenol beta. And what about this? This is your methyl alcohol. This is your methyl alcohol. And what is this beta? This is your ethyl alcohol. And this is a ordocresol beta. What is the general acid decreasing order, increasing or decreasing order of phenols beta? So we know that phenols with the electron withdrawing group is more acidic, followed by unsubstituted phenol, followed by electron donating group, followed by what is this beta? Followed by methyl alcohol, followed by followed by what beta? Primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. This is a decreasing order beta. Decreasing order. So this is your unsubstituted phenol beta. This is phenol with what beta? This is electron donating group beta. Electron donating. So obviously these two are less acidic than phenol, and you have to compare between 1 and 4. So this is unsubstituted beta. This is unsubstituted. This is not having any electron donating group, but this is having electron donating. So generally we know that here we've been asked most acidic beta. Most acidic will be what? This is your most acidic. Suppose if I want to write the decreasing order, okay, what will be the decreasing order beta? First, followed by fourth, followed by second, followed by third beta. This is the decreasing order. This is most acidic and this is least acidic beta. Is that clear beta? Is that clear beta? Right? Now, if you look at the second question, okay, I will discuss alternative questions better. Try to discuss. Shall I discuss all the questions? But I have opened the chat box. I would like to discuss the all odd number questions. Will you solve the even number questions beta? Will you solve all the even number questions? Yeah, I will solve the alternative questions, but you try to solve the. If I only solve all the questions, I think will be left for you to solve. No, but I'll solve all the alternative questions. You try to solve the remaining questions. Aspirin is obtained by the reaction of salicylic acid with. See what is aspirin beta? Aspirin is nothing but. So this is you call aspirin beta. Which is you call. So this is your aspirin beta. Okay. Acetyl salicylic acid is called as aspirin beta. What is this called? Acetyl salicylic acid beta, which is commonly called as aspirin beta. So how it is been obtained? When this salicylic acid beta, salicylic acid has treated with acetic anhydride beta. What is this? CH3C double bond O. Okay, CH3C double bond O beta. This is you call acetic anhydride. What do you call this as? Acetic anhydride in presence of what beta? H2SO4. So what do you call this beta? Aspirin is obtained by the reaction of salicylic acid with what beta? Acetic anhydride. This is used as what beta? It is used as a drug, which is used as a antiseptic as well. Antipyretic as well as analgesic drug. It is used as an antipyretic as well as what beta? Antipyretic means which reduces the body temperature. Analgesic means which reduces the body pain. Right? So if you look at the question number 5 beta, phenol is also called as. Okay, what is phenol beta? This is your phenol. Okay, which is commonly called, as per IUPAC, it is called as phenol beta. Commonly, it is also called as carbolic acid beta. What it is called? Carbolic acid. This is a common name beta. It is also called as a carbolic acid. Look at the question number 7 beta. Okay, here phenol is being converted into, this is your phenol beta, this is your benzene. in presence of which particular reagent? What is the reagent needed for conversion of phenol to benzene beta? See, when phenol is treated with a zinc dust beta, zinc dust, it will be converted into benzene plus zinc oxide beta. This is your benzene. So what is needed beta here? Zinc dust needed. Zinc dust is needed. Is that clear beta? See, if you look at this particular question number 8 beta, electrophile in Riemann-Tiemann reaction, I already told you what is Riemann-Tiemann reaction beta. Reaction of phenol with chloroform or carbon tetrachloride. What is the electrophile beta? This is the electrophile beta. What is this? Dichlorocarbon. Carbon is the intermediate. Where beta? In a Riemann-Tiemann reaction beta. What is this Riemann-Tiemann reaction? What is Riemann-Tiemann reaction? Reaction of phenol with what beta? Chloroform in basic medium and carbon tetrachloride in basic medium, followed by hydrolysis beta. What does it form? Here it forms salicylaldehyde. Here it will form salicylic acid beta. So this particular reaction is called as Riemann-Tiemann reaction. What is intermediate here? Dichlorocarbon is the intermediate. I already gave the mechanism. So look at the question number 9. Among the following 4 compound, phenol, methyl phenol, orthonitrophenol, 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Okay, if I give the structures beta, this is your phenol beta. Okay, and what is this? This is your A, and what is your B beta? B said that methyl phenol. Methyl phenol in the sense he has not specified the position. Let us assume it can be anywhere, either at ortho position or para position. That doesn't make any much difference. This is your orthonitrophenol beta. And what D is given beta? 2,4,6 trinitrophenol beta. 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. See beta, here this is unsubstituted beta. What is this? This is unsubstituted. This is having a phenol with electron donating phenol with 3 electron groups. So acidic character is directly proportional to what beta? Electron withdrawing groups, and inversely proportional to what? Electron donating groups. Should tell me the order particular structure. Can you tell me the order beta? I already gave the criteria. I open the chat box. Can you comment with the answer? Which should be the most and which should be the least beta? Very good, very good. First is the answer beta. Okay. So the most one, this is the most acidic beta. Which is most acidic? This is the most acidic beta. And this is what? Least acidic. So what will be the decreasing order? D followed by C, followed by A, followed by B. This is the answer beta. Look at the question number 11 beta. Phenol on treatment with the HNO3 beta. This is your phenol on reaction with what beta? Concentrated HNO3 will form, what does it form beta? It forms, what does it form beta? This is you call 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, which is you call beta. This is also called picric acid beta. What you call this as? Picric acid. What is the answer beta? Picric acid. So look at the question number 19. Which one of the following compound would undergo nitration with the greatest ease? Okay. See beta, what is nitration means? Reaction of aromatic compounds beta. Okay. Let me tell you the reason here. Let me tell you the criteria. What is this beta? This is your nitration. Nitration of aromatic compounds is an electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay, which is directly proportional to, okay, the rate of electrophilic, rate of, okay, aromatic electrophilic substitution is directly proportional to, okay, electron donating groups and inversely proportional to electron withdrawing groups. Here if you look at here option E is given beta benzene. What is your benzene? Benzene is having a, so neither donating nor withdrawing beta. And what is option B is given phenol beta. Option C is given nitrobenzene beta. And option B is given, okay, benzoic acid. So if you look at here, this is a unsubstituted beta. There is no neither electron donating or withdrawing. This is electron donating beta. This is electron withdrawing, and this is also electron withdrawing. So which will undergo nitration with greatest ease means which will undergo nitration readily beta, which is having electron withdrawing group, which will undergo beta. Can you tell me the answer? Which will undergo nitration readily beta? Which will undergo beta? Here I open the chart box. The benzene ring which is having electron donating group will undergo most readily beta. Electron withdrawing group will be rate of electrophilic substitution on benzene ring will be directly proportional to electron donating groups. So very good beta. Here the answer is, what is the answer beta here? Answer is phenol beta. Okay, answer is phenol. Who is this? Radhika, it is not option 3 beta, option 2. Okay, this is the least. If I ask least reactive, least is of greatest is means which is most reactive. Most reactive will be phenol, least reactive will be nitrobenzene beta. So this is your answer beta. What is the answer? Phenol is the answer. Radhika, is that clear beta? Right. Look at the question number. Look at the question number 15 beta. Consider the following reaction. What is happening here? What is your phenol beta? This is your phenol. Phenol on reaction with the zinc dust beta. What happens with the zinc dust? It will be converted into benzene beta. Okay, which is on reaction with CH3Cl in presence of AlCl3. This is you call Friedel-Crafts. What do you call beta? Friedel-Crafts alkylation you call it. What do you call? Friedel-Crafts alkylation. What it will form? It will form, okay, toluene it will form beta. What it will form? It will form toluene beta. This toluene on reaction with, this is your X beta, this is your Y. So this toluene on reaction with what beta? Alkaline KMnO4 beta. Alkaline KMnO4 followed by hydrolysis. It will form a particular compound, something like this. This is your Z beta, which is you call, what is the name of this compound beta? Benzoic acid you call. Benzoic acid. What will be the answer beta? What will be the answer? So in presence of alkaline KMnO4, this methyl group will be oxidized. Methyl group is oxidized to what beta? This methyl group is been oxidized to carboxylic group beta. Right? Is this clear beta? Guys, is this clear? If you look at the question number 17 beta. Question number 17. Acidic character, correct order of acidity. What are the given options? Here the given options is phenol beta. This is phenol beta. This is your, okay, ardocresol. This is your paracresol. Sorry, this is your metacresol. This is your what beta? This is your paracresol. What is this beta? Phenol. Okay, followed by ardocresol, followed by metacresol, followed by, this is we have already solved in the class beta. See why means here this is particularly act as a, this is a plus H and a plus I beta. What is this? This is only plus I. This act as plus H as well as plus I. So here this is having a two electron donating. So 2 electron donating effects beta. Overall, what is the effect it is putting? Electron donating, but two electron donatings are operating. So if you assume this is 1, this is 2, this is a 3, this is a 4 beta, the decreasing order will be, what will be the decreasing order? First is most acidic, followed by, what will be the decreasing order beta? Can you comment with me answer? Can you comment with me the answer beta? Can you tell me the decreasing order? Very good beta, very good. What is the decreasing order beta here? See, if 1 followed by 3rd followed by 4th followed by 2nd beta. So this is the answer beta. Okay, phenol, ordocresol. This is your phenol beta. This is your ordocresol. Sorry, this is your metacresol beta. What is this? This is your metacresol. This is your paracresol beta. This is your ordocresol. So this is the decreasing order. So if you look at the question number 19th beta, see, this is your phenol beta. Sorry, this is your catechol we call beta. What do you call this as? Catechol, or you call it as 1,2 dihydroxy, 1,2 dihydroxy benzene you call it. So this is on reaction with acetone beta. What is acetone? This is your acetone beta. This is your acetone. What happens here? Here elimination of what happens here beta? This is your cresol, and what is this beta? This is your alcohol. Here what gets eliminated? This particular fraction will be removed in the form of water. So what does it results in the formation of? It results in the formation of this is a compound it will form. This is called cyclic acetal you call it. What do you call this as? Cyclic acetals you call it. So what will be the product beta? What should be the answer? Answer is 2 beta. Answer is 2. Right? So these are all the different questions beta. From the chemical properties of phenol. Hope you don't have any doubt from this. So some solved examples also given in the material beta. If you go through them, you'll understand them. There won't be any much difficulty. Okay, these are all the questions from what beta? Material. That is from the student practice session. This makes the completion of discussion about the phenol, sir. So next topic will be what beta? Ether, sir, that I would like to continue from tomorrow's class. Sir. I'll open the chat box for your doubt clarification purpose beta. Now I'd like to conclude the class here itself. Those who don't have any doubts can leave the class, and those who have the doubts can stay on and ask the doubts. I open the chat box beta. You can comment with your doubts. Sir. 14th question. 14th question, Sarika. What is 14th question beta? So this is 14th question. What happens here? Phenol on reaction with it will form sodium phenoxide beta. What it will form? Sodium phenoxide it will form. What does it form beta? It will form sodium phenoxide beta. This is your A. This sodium phenoxide on hydrolysis will form beta. Salicylic acid it will form beta. What is this? Salicylic acid. This is your salicylic acid beta. So which is on a reaction with acetic anhydride, it will form, what does it form beta? It will form aspirin beta. What it will form? Aspirin it will form. So if you look at it here, see, the preparation of B from phenol is called as Kolb reaction beta. This particular reaction is called Kolb reaction beta. Which one? This particular reaction is called as up to year beta. This is from year to year. This is from year to year. It is called what reaction beta? Kolb reaction we call. This is a true statement. Is asking which of the following statement is incorrect. So this is a true statement. B is a steam volatile beta. Yes, this B is a steam volatile. Okay, what is steam volatile? Because of here there is an hydrogen bonding beta. Here there is an hydrogen bonding. If you look at the B, what is B beta? See here B, this is a ortho-salicylic acid beta. Here there is an hydrogen bonding beta. Here you have an hydrogen bonding. Because of this reason, its boiling point will be very less. Hence we call it as a steam volatile we say beta. This is also true. C has a free OH group. This is incorrect beta. This is incorrect and your answer will be this one only. So among this, here this is a C beta. Is there any free hydroxy group beta? No, but what is saying C has a free hydroxy group. Here this hydroxy group been acylated. So this is the incorrect beta. And C can be used as anti-inflammatory as well as analgesic beta. So is it true or false beta? It is also true beta. This aspirin is used as an anti-inflammatory as well as analgesic beta. So among the given options, your option C is incorrect beta. Is that clear beta? Is that clear? Who's this? I think who's this? 14th Sarika Rathod. Is that clear beta? 19th question once again. Radhika. What is 19th question beta? See beta, whenever alcohols are treated with carbonyl compound beta, this is your acetone. Okay, acetone beta. What happens? Removal of water takes place beta. See what you are doing here. You look at this particular equation. What I have done here. So what I have done beta here. This is your OH group. This is your OH group. What I am removing beta here. See I am removing. What is I am eliminating water beta. This is a double bonded oxygen and these two hydrogen are being removed. So this oxygen, these two oxygens are being connected to this carbon of acetone beta. Are you getting this? So this is how. Okay, this is called cyclic acetal beta. These are called as cyclic acetals. They are called. What they are called beta? They are called as cyclic acetals. Cyclic acetals they are called. Are you getting it? Is that clear, Radhika? Tejaswini. See beta, carboxylic group is electron withdrawing beta. Ismail, carboxylic group is electron withdrawing. Tejaswini, 17th question. 17th question. See beta, I already told you this question I have already discussed during the discussion also. See beta, here this this particular compound beta, here this methyl group acts as plus H as well as plus I beta. With respect to hyperconjugation effect and inductive effect. Here because of the meta position here only act as inductive effect. There is no hyperconjugation effect. Here it is having a plus H as well as plus I, but this plus I is minimum beta. Here in para it is minimum. Here it is in although it is maximum beta. So electron this acidic nature of phenols is inversely proportional to electron withdrawing group. Because of that reason, what happens? All these three are having electron donating groups, and unsubstituted phenol will be most acidic. Followed by what beta? Followed by metacresol, because it is having only one donating effect. Whereas this orthocresol and paracresol are having two donating effects. Because of that, this metacresol will be more acidic than orthocresol and paracresol. How I am deciding in orthocresol and paracresol? See, in orthocresol, inductive effect is maximum beta, whereas in paracresol, inductive effect is less. That means least plus I is in para and most plus I is in ortho. Hence, so since acidic nature is inversely proportional to electron donating nature, para will be followed by least will be ortho beta. This is the reason beta. Who is asked this? 17th. Tejaswini, is that clear beta? Vinith, sir, does steric hindrance related to this? Yeah, beta. Steric effect will affect the acidic character, but not in case of phenols. That the steric effect of the acidic character will be discussed in carboxylic acids as well as bases beta, anilines. So there we will see. As of this, phenols are concerned, we don't observe any steric effect in case of phenols beta. 13th question. Sir, in 13th question, nitrogen also have a lone pair of electron. Can it donate? See, beta, here in 13th question, nitrogen is not having lone pair of electrons. Beta. What is the 13th question, Vineta? See, in this compound, here there are no lone pair of electrons on nitrogen. Beta. Because of that reason only, this is something like this. Here there are no lone pair of electrons. Beta. Because of this reason, this is electron withdrawing. Is that clear, Vinith? Yeah, Pradeep, I'll include in the examination. Ananga, how to identify? See, beta, this how to identify this electron donating and withdrawing. See, beta, there are so many groups that act as electron donating and withdrawing, and which have different criterion to decide, which is a very, very important and big topic. If you refer the GOC one, under that, for mesomeric effect, what are electron withdrawing and what are electron donating? For hyperconjugation effect, what are electron donating and what are electron withdrawing? And with respect to inductive effect, what are electron donating, what are electron withdrawing, all are given very clearly in GOC beta. Just try to refer that one, sir. Was this? Yeah, acidic character and basic depends upon the electron withdrawing and donating nature beta. Small generally functional groups are electron withdrawing. See, beta, it depends upon the nature of function group. See, if I tell you, let me tell you a little bit about this electron donating and withdrawing beta. See, on benzene beta, if any atom or group of atoms are there, this is electron donating beta. Electron donating. See, according to this is plus m and minus I. Overall effect will be what? Electron donating. This particular group is this hydroxy group as electron donating. If I take this NH2 group beta, this is also act as plus m as well as minus I. What is dominant? Plus. Hence you call it as electron donating beta. Suppose if I take this nitro group, this act as a minus m and minus I beta. What is dominant? Minus. So this is act electron withdrawing. Suppose if I take this aldehyde group beta. So here it is also. This is minus m. Okay. So this is also electron withdrawing beta. Electron withdrawing. This carboxylic group is also electron withdrawing. This is also electron withdrawing. This all carboxylic derivatives beta, such as acid, chloride, acid. These are all electron. What are these beta? C double bond O, or these are all electron withdrawing beta. Electron withdrawing. Right. If I write anything, something like alkyl group. So this. So there are different groups. I'll try beta if the time permits. I definitely take a class on GOC also, and I'll send the today PDF in the. I'll definitely send the PDF beta in the WhatsApp group beta, and also recorded class will also be available in the YouTube beta. So whenever you require a repeated explanation, you can go through that from there also. So I think that's all for today beta. Shall I conclude the class? Shall we conclude beta? That's all for today, beta. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.